Moving toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Devin White.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First down, Tampa Bay.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
44-yard line.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Working out of the gun, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Dustin Colquitt.
On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Watson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Shotgun snap for Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, pass incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
3rd and long. It's Watson looking deep for... Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Benjamin on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. Got a man, Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to Slayton. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Cousins now from the 50. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
They'll run on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 38, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
This has been a nice sustained drive, and after a run like that, I'd be surprised if they don't come back with even more running plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Cousins now to throw on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Cousins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Watson on first down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jones hands it over the middle, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking downfield for Jones. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Dion Jordan on the tackle.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Flushed out right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Benjamin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. goes across the 20 to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
To throw on second is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he finds Danny Amendola. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And the Raiders have got him. Davy Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down, Tampa Bay.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
At the 13-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Cousins gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 60 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all.